Hello students, welcome you all for the today's lecturing session on module 3 is called hydraulic components and hydraulic circuit design. In this module we need to discussing about what are the types of direction control valve and what are the types of pressure control valve and the flow control valve. Later we are discussing with the hydraulic circuit design for the controlling of single acting and double acting cylinder. So in the very first class we are discussing with the introduction of hydraulic components and its control, then the definition of control valve, then classification of control valve. Later we are discussed with the various types of direction control valve. That is very much important in today's lecturing session. The important consideration in any fluid power system is control. If the control components in the fluid power system is not properly selected, then the entire fluid power system is not function as required. Hence, selection of control components in the fluid power system is very much essential. And this controlling of fluid power system is mainly with the help of the devices. It is called as the valves. That valves it is also called as the control valves. Okay. For example, if there is a change in direction of motion is required during the extension and the retraction of cylinder, then the entire direction of the oil should be changed in order to reverse the direction of motion of the actuator. For such controlling of the actuation, the selection of the control valve is very much important. Okay, and the selection of the control valves, it's not only depends upon the type, it is also depends upon the size, actuation technique as well as the control capability. Okay, for example, if the direction and the motion of the actuator is needs to be controlled, at the same time then the actuator need to be reversed. For reversing action, we need to change the direction of flow of the oil. Okay, I repeat, for the reversing action, the entire direction of motion of the oil needs to be changed, then only the control system is going to reverse its motion. Therefore, for such controlling action, the selection of control devices is very much essential. Okay, so then the selection of control devices, it is also depends upon the control parameters of the hydraulic fluid whatever we are going to use in order to energize the actuator. Okay, then what are the parameters of the hydraulic oil that can be used for the energizing the oil? That is very much important. So that is mainly depends upon the three parameters. First one, it is called direction of motion of the oil. Second one, it is called pressure, and third one, it is called flow rate or discharge. Okay, for controlling the direction of motion or reversing action or controlling the speed of the actuator, here the three parameters of the oil should be very much important. So that three parameters are direction of motion of the oil, pressure going to build up with the help of the oil, and the flow rate or discharge. So that is very much important. So based on these three parameters, okay, based on these three parameters, the direct control valves are classified into three types. That is called direction control valve, pressure control valve, and flow control valve. So before moving on to the actual classification of the control valve, first we need to understand what is the definition of control valve. Okay, so what is meant by the control valve? The control valve, it is nothing but it's a mechanical device which control the parameters of the fluid energy. Okay, so what is meant by the control valve? Control valve is a mechanical device which controls the parameters of the fluid energy such as pressure, flow rate, and direction of flow. Okay, so control valve is a mechanical device which controls the parameters of the fluid energy, that is called pressure, flow rate, and direction of flow. Based on these three parameters, here control valves are classified into three types. The first one is called direction control valve, second one it is called pressure control valve, and third one it is called flow control valve. Then what is mean by the direction control valve then? That is very much important. Okay, so what happens in case of the direction control valve? So direction control valve which determines path through which the fluid traverse in the hydraulic circuit. Okay, I repeat, what is meant by the direction control valve? Direction control valve which determines path through which fluid transfers in a hydraulic circuit, or it determines the direction of motion of the hydraulic cylinder. So that means the cylinder is going to extend or retract, that is depends upon the direction of flow of the oil is going to traverse inside the hydraulic circuit, that is called it as the direction control valve. Okay, then what are the types of direction control valve? So direction control valves are classified. First one is based on the chuck valve. Okay, so in the chuck valve it may be two types. The one it is called ball or a puppet type, and another one it is called pilot operated type. Okay, so this is regarding to the chuck valve type of direction control valve. Second one, it is called spool valve. Spool valve, again it is having the two types. The one it is called sliding type, another one it's called rotary type. Then third one it is called solenoid actuated, and fourth one it is called shuttle valve type. Detailed construction and working of these types of direction control valve we are discussed in the further classes. So first we need to understand what are the different types of direction control valve. So direction control valve which determines the path through which fluid traverses in a hydraulic circuit, or it determines the direction of flow of the fluid inside the hydraulic cylinder. So that means it will helping for either extension of the cylinder or retraction of the cylinder. It is going to depends upon the direction control valve. So types of direction control valve, first one it is called chuck valve type. In the chuck valve type it may be ball type or puppet type, and pilot operated type. Then second one it's called spool type. In the spool type again there are two types, sliding spool valve and another one it's called rotary spool valve. Then solenoid actuated valve, then shuttle valve. These are the some of the types of direction control valve. Next one, what is mean by the pressure control valve? That is very much important. Okay, so the pressure control valves are going to protect the fluid power system against the overpressure. Okay, when the overpressure is going to build up inside the fluid power system, whenever sudden closing of the valve, so this system pressure is going to build up. So that's why the pressure control valves are used in order to protect the system against the overpressure. Okay, so this is called it as the pressure control valve. Then what are the different types of pressure control valve? So first one it is called pressure relief valve, then pressure reducing valve, then pressure sequence valve, then counterbalancing valve. These are the some of the types of pressure control valve. Okay, so what is mean by the pressure control valve? It protects the system against the overpressure. The overpressure it may be sometimes build up because of the sudden closing of the valve. So in order to control this, we are going to use some kind of pressure control valves like pressure relief valve, pressure reducing valve, pressure sequence valve and counterbalancing valve. So then what is mean by the flow control valve? So flow control valve, it controls the flow rate in various lines of the hydraulic circuit. Okay, it may be the return line or it may be the actuation line. Okay, so flow control valve, it control the flow rate in a various lines of the hydraulic circuit. Under that we are going to discussing three types. The one it is called needle valve, another one it is called pressure compensated valve, and another one it is non-pressure compensated valve. Non-pressure compensated valve. So these are the classification of control valve. I repeat, what is mean by the control valve? The control valve is the mechanical device which controls the parameters of the fluid energy such as pressure, flow rate and direction of flow. Then what is meant by the direction control valve? Which determines the path through which fluid traverses in a hydraulic circuit. So under that, check valve, spool valve, solenoid actuated valve and shuttle valve. So the pressure control valve, it protects the system against the overpressure. That is types of the pressure control valve: pressure relief valve, pressure reducing valve, pressure sequence valve, counterbalance valve. Then flow control valve, it controls the flow rate in various lines of the hydraulic circuit. That is needle valve, pressure compensated valve and non-pressure compensated valve. So next, very much important thing, it is called classification of direction control valve. We already know what is the definition of direction control valve. So direction control valve, which determines the path through which fluid traverses in a hydraulic circuit. That means the direction control valve, its name itself indicates, which allows, stop and control the direction of flow in the hydraulic circuit or pneumatic circuit. To control and reverse the direction of the actuator, we are going to use the direction control valve. So then classification of direction control valve. So the classification of direction control valve, it is also depends upon the 5 parameters. So first one, it is called based on the internal valving element. Okay, so internal valving element in case of the direction control valve, it may be the ball or a poppet type or pilot operated type or the spool type. So these are the call it as the internal valving element what we are going to use in case of the direction control valve. Next one, based on the flow path. So flow path, it may be 2-way valve, 3-way valve or 4-way valve. So these are all called as the flow path. Based on the actuation. So based on the method of actuation, it is categorized into manual actuation, mechanical actuation, pneumatic actuation, electronic actuation, hydraulic actuation or combination of any of these methods. Okay. Next, based on the position. So there are 2 types of position. One, it is called finite position, another one it is called infinite position. Okay. So if infinite position means which allow any position between fully open and fully closed in order to regulate the pressure or the flow rate, then it is called infinite position. So what is meant by the then finite position? Having the only limited position in order to control the pressure and the flow rate, then it is called as the finite position. Okay. So what is meant by the based on the position, there are 2 types. The one it is called finite position, another it is called infinite position. In case of the infinite position, which allow any position between fully open and fully closed in order to control or regulate the pressure and the flow rate. But in case of the finite position, it is having the limited position for fully open and fully closed in order to regulate the pressure and flow rate. This is called as the based on position. Then based on the method of connection. So in order to connect the pump system as well as the tank, we need to use some kind of manifold or piping methods. Then it is called based on the method of connection. So this is regarding to the classification of direction control valve. So okay, there are 5 types based on the internal valving element, that may be check valve type, spool valve type, solenoid valve, shuttle valve type. Then based on the flow path, it may be 2-way valve, 3-way valve or 4-way valve. Then based on the actuation, manual actuation, mechanical actuation, electronic actuation, pneumatic actuation, hydraulic actuation or combination of any of these actuations. Then based on the position, finite position, infinite position. Based on the method of connection, it may be connected with the help of the pipe as well as the manifold. So these are the classification of direction control valve. Okay. So before we are moving on to the types of direction control valve, first we need to understand the symbolic representation of direction control valve in the fluid power system. That is very much important. Okay. The symbolic representation of the hydraulic system or a fluid power system, it is mainly depends upon only 2 parameters. The one it is called ports, other one it is called position. These ports and the position we are usually represents with the help of the symbol, it is called M or N. Here M represents the ports and N represents the position. Okay. Then what is mean by the ports? That is very much important. Ports represents openings on the valve body for the interconnection between pump, tank as well as the actuation system. Here P represents the pump, T represents the tank, A represents the actuation system, it may be the cylinder. Okay. So ports represents openings on the valve body for the interconnection between the pump, tank and the actuation system like cylinder. Observe here, this is called having the two ports, the one it is called P, other one is called outlet port A. So this is called as the 3-port system. This is called P, A, T. So here P represents the pump, A represents the actuation system and T represents the tank. So this is called as the 4-port system. This is called P, this is A, this is B and this is T. P represents the pump, A and B represents the outlet ports of the actuation system and T represents the tank. And this is called 5-port system. This is T, P, T, A, B. Okay. So this is 2 ports, this is 3 ports, this is 4 ports, this is 5 ports. Okay. Next one, it's called the position. The position represents the condition of internal valving element that can occupy when it is actuated. Okay. The condition of internal valving element that can occupy when it is actuated, that is represented with the help of the position. That means, so what is meant by the internal valving element? So internal valving elements are like the ball or a poppet. So these ball or a poppet's condition whenever the system is actuated or unactuated condition, that is very much important. So this is represented with the help of the position. Observe here, this is single position, this is 2 position and this is 3 position system. Okay. Then last one, what is meant by the way? The way represents the flow path. This flow path which includes direction of flow and reversing flow also. So this is called as the way. So what are the symbolic representation of direction control valve? The symbolic representation of direction control valve, it is mainly depends upon the 2 parameters. The one it's called ports, other one it's called position. The ports represents the opening on the valve body for interconnection between the pump, tank and the actuator. And the position represents the condition of the internal valving element that can occupy when it is actuated. That is single position, 2 position and 3 position. And the way represents the flow path and that can be indicated with the help of the arrowhead. Okay. So last one, it is called the example of the symbolic representation of direction control valve. So I am going with 4/3 valve representation of direction control valve. Okay. Here what 4 represents? The 4 represents, it is called 4 ports. And what is meant by the 3 represents? The 3 represents the position. Okay. Observe here, this 4/3 valve direction control valve, it is mainly used for the extension and the retraction of the double acting cylinder, as well as it can also use it for holding for some tanks. Okay. Observe here, there are 4 ports, right? So this is called 4 ports. P, that is called pump port, T it is called tank port, A it is called one of the ports connected to the actuation system like cylinder, another one it is called B. Okay. Observe here. So initially now cylinder is in the extended position. Okay. And the lever, it is also in the extended position. For reversing action, what happens? For the reversing action, when this lever is operated, now pump flow, it is go from P to A. Is it right? Now pump flow is go from P to A and the return line, it is connected to B to T. Okay. So during this action, in this position, the retraction of the cylinder is going to take place. During that, the pump flow is go from pump port to the outlet port A, and in the return line, this whatever the fluid present in this blank end of the cylinder is coming back to the tank. So this is called as the first position. So then what happens in case of the second position? So this second position, it is also called as the center of position. During the center of position, the outlet port A and B are going to block. Okay. Both the outlet ports A and B are completely closed. Now whatever the supply is given from the pump, it is returned back to the tank. Okay. So this is called as the second position. Here in case of the second position, the two outlet ports A and B are blocked, but whatever the pump flow, it is returned back to the tank. Okay, so this is called as the second position. Then third position, what happens in case of the third position? When lever is again actuated, now the extension of cylinder is going to take place. During the extension of cylinder, now observe here, pump flow goes to the outlet port B, and in the return line, whatever the fluid present in the extension in the rod end of the cylinder, it is coming back to the tank. So this is called as the 4x3 way direction control valve. Okay, the 4x3 direction control valve, it is used for the extension as well as the retraction position of the double acting cylinder. It is also used for the center of position. Okay, so this is regarding to the symbolic representation of direction control valve. So the next topic, it is nothing but types of direction control valve. Okay, the types of direction control valve, we are having the 5 different types. The one, it is called chuck valve. So in the chuck valve, first we need to discuss with the ball type of chuck valve and the poppet chuck valve. Then later we are discussing with second one, it's called spool valve. In the spool valve itself, there are 2 types. The one, it's called sliding spool valve, other one, it's called rotary spool valve. Later we need to discuss with pilot operated chuck valve. Then after that, solenoid actuated chuck valve, then shuttle valve. So these are some of the types of direction control valve. So under that very first one, it is called chuck valve. So what is mean by the chuck valve? That is very much important. So chuck valve which allow the flow in only one direction. Hence it is also called as unidirectional flow control valve. Okay, so what is mean by the chuck valve? So chuck valve, it is nothing but unidirectional flow control valve. Okay, so chuck valve which allow the flow in only one direction, hence it is also called as unidirectional flow control valve. Then why it is called unidirectional flow control valve? That is very much important. That means which allow the flow in the forward direction and which will block the flow in the reverse direction. Okay, so this is called as the working of the chuck valve. That means which allows the flow in the forward direction and it does not allow the flow in the reverse direction. That's why it is called unidirectional flow control valve. Then in case of the chuck valve, very much important one, it is called internal valving element. So internal valving element in case of the chuck valve, it may be the ball type, cone type, disc type, poppet type, or ball can be placed over the seat. So these are all called as the different types of internal valving element we can see in case of the chuck valve. Okay, so what is mean by the chuck valve? The chuck valve which allow the flow in only one direction, that's why it is called unidirectional flow control valve. Then that means which allow the flow in the forward direction and does not allow the flow in the reverse direction. And there are various types of internal valving element we can use in case of the chuck valve, that is called ball type, cone type, disc type, or ball can be placed over the valve seat. These are all the different types of the internal valving element we can see in case of the chuck valve. Okay, so this is the graphical symbol. Okay, observe here, this is the graphical symbol. That means which allow the flow in the forward direction and it does not allow the flow in the reverse direction. That means which blocks the flow in the reverse direction, and the blocking of flow that can be represented with the help of the arrowhead with the dotted line, and the in case of the forward flow, in case of the forward direction which allows the flow, hence it can be represented with arrowhead with the straight line. Next, very much important thing, it is called very first type of chuck valve. So very first type of chuck valve, it is called ball type of chuck valve. This figure shows ball and a seat type of chuck valve. Observe here, here the ball is placed over the valve seat and it is normally closed with the help of the spring. That means the spring is held the ball over the valve seat and it does not going to allow any pressurized fluid in case of the reverse direction. Okay, so that means this ball wall seat and the spring will going to block the flow during normally closed condition from port 1 to the port 2. Observe here, this is called port 1 and this is called port 2. Okay, so initially the ball is placed over the wall seat and the ball is going to closed normally in case of the forward direction with the help of the spring. Okay, so what happens during the operation? In operation, when highly pressurized fluid enters through the ball side, because of the highly pressurized fluid, this ball lift over its wall seat against the spring pressure. Now the pressurized fluid will flow from port 1 to the port 2. So this is called it as the flow direction. Okay, so observe here, this is called it as the flow direction. So what happens during the operation? When highly pressurized fluid flow from the pump, when it is enters through the ball side, so because of the highly pressurized fluid, the ball lift over its seat and allows the fluid to flow from port 1 to the port 2. Once the supply is cut off, then the spring pushes the ball again back to its wall seat and it blocks the flow in the reverse direction. So this is called as the no flow direction. So this is called no flow direction. So this is called as the ball type of check valve. Then second one, what is mean by the poppet type of check valve? That is very much important. So poppet type of check valve, it mainly consists of push button, plunger, the ball as the spring along with the cylindrical body. Okay, so what are the parts? Name it here. So this is called plunger and this is called spring. So this is called valve seat. Okay, and this is called cylindrical body. So what is the construction? The construction of the poppet valve is very simple. It consists of the cylindrical body with the wall seat and it will going to closes the connection from port 1 to the port 2. So this is called port 1 and this is called port 2. Okay, so here cylindrical body along with the wall seat and a ball, spring and the plunger, it will going to closes the interconnection between the port 1 and the port 2. And here very much important one, what is mean by the port 1? Okay, what is mean by the port 1 and what is mean by the port 2? That is very much important. The port 1, it is connected to the fluid power supply pump and the port 2, it is connected to the actuation system that is required to actuate, that is called like a cylinder. So the port 2, it is connected to the blank end of the cylinder and the port 1, it is connected to the fluid power supply. Okay, so what happens during the operation? So during the operation, so whenever highly pressurized fluid enters through the port 1 and because of the valve is closed with the help of the spring along with the plunger, then the fluid supply is going to take place from port 1 to the port 2, hence cylinder is not going to actuate. So this is the case number 1. When the push button is depressed, okay, when push button is depressed, this causes the ball to lift off from its seat and this allows the highly pressurized fluid from the pump supply to the outlet port of the cylinder. So this causes the extension of the cylinder. So when the push button is released, again it comes back to its normally closed position. Now there is no flow is going to take place from port 1 to the port 2. So this is regarding to the construction and working of the poppet valve. Okay, so I repeat what is mean by the ball type of check valve and what is mean by the poppet type of check valve. So the check valve, it is nothing but it is a unidirectional flow control valve. So then it allows the flow in only one direction and it does not going to allow the flow in the reverse direction. And internal valving element, it may be disc, ball or a cone type. So what is meant by the ball type of chuck valve? In case of the ball type of chuck valve, the ball is placed over the valve seat along with the spring pressure. Whenever highly pressurized fluid is flows through the ball side, it going to lift the ball from its valve seat, then highly pressurized fluid is going to flow from port 1 to the port 2, and this does not going to allow in the reverse direction. What about in case of the poppet valve? So in case of the poppet valve, when push button is pressed, this plunger causes the ball to lift off its from seat, then highly pressurized fluid from the port 1 it is enters into the port 2, and this will causes the extension of the cylinder. So this is called it as the ball type chuck valve and the poppet type of chuck valve. So what are the advantages of ball and a poppet type of chuck valve? So main advantage, it is called, it is highly responsive and it is having the high sealing ability. That means there is no leakage is going to possible in case of the chuck valve. But the disadvantages, it is called insensitive to contaminants. Okay, as well as another disadvantage, it is called, it is not suitable for large applications. So this is regarding to the poppet valve as well as the ball type of chuck valve. Second one, spool valve. Spool valve, it may be two types. The one it is called sliding type, another one it is called rotary type. Okay, there are two types of spool valve. The one it is called sliding type, another one it is called rotary type. So first of all, what is mean by the sliding spool valve? That is very much important. Here the spool, it is nothing but it is a machined cylindrical member having the lands. Okay, so it is a machined cylindrical member having the 2 to 3 lands, and these lands are machined to the close dimensional tolerance because these spools are going to slide inside the valve body. Okay, these spools are going to slide inside the valve body. So that is very much important. So then, what are the different ports of the sliding spool valve? So there are 4 ports. The one is called A, and is called B, P and T. P it is represents the pump, T is represents the tank, and A is represents the outlet port, and B is represents the outlet port. Okay, so what happens during the operation? Very much important. Here the opening and closing of the ports inside the valve body. Okay, the opening and closing of the ports inside the valve body, it is mainly depends upon the sliding of spool. That sliding of spool can be accommodated with the help of external force. Okay, the sliding of spool can be accommodated with the help of the external force in order to achieve the different actions. Okay, then what is the working of sliding spool valve? The sliding spool valve can be explained with the help of the 3/2 direction control valve. Okay, so what is meant by the 3? 3 it is nothing but 3 ports, 2 represents the 2 position. So observe here, position 1. So what happens in case of the position 1? Now here the sliding spool valve initially in the position 1, now the tank port T is going to block and the pump port it is connected to the outlet port A. So during this position, whatever the highly pressurized fluid from the sump, it is going to transfer into the tank outlet port A through the pump port P. So this is the position, first position. Next, during the second position, when the spool it is pushed in the forward direction by manually or with the help of the mechanical condition, then this pump port P is going to block. Okay, now this pump port P is going to block, but now the outlet port A it is connected to the tank port T. Now whatever the highly pressurized fluid from the cylinder is going to travel or return back to the tank. So this is called it as the position 2. So this is called position 1 and this is called position 2. Okay, so this is called sliding spool valve. So sliding spool valve, it consists of a spool. It is a machined cylindrical member having the 2 to 3 lands. Okay, and these lands are going to slide inside the valve casing. Okay, this valve casing having the 2 to 3 or 4 ports, that depends upon the actuation technique. So then the sliding spool valve, the working can be explained with the help of the 3/2 direction control valve. So in the first position, now the tank port is going to block and whatever the highly pressurized fluid from the pump, it is transferred to the outlet port A. So this is the first position. What happens in case of the second position? In case of the second position, as the spool move towards the right, this will going to blocks the pump port and it going to opens the tank port. So during this condition, whatever the highly pressurized fluid available in case of the cylinder, it will going to return back to the tank. So this is the graphical symbol. In the position 1, here the highly pressurized fluid is going to flow from pump port to the outlet port A and the tank port is going to block. But what about in this condition? In this condition, here the pump port is blocked and whatever the highly pressurized fluid available in the actuation system, it is returned back to the tank. So this is regarding to the sliding spool valve. So the next we are going to discuss the rotary spool valve, solenoid actuated valve and pilot operated check valve. Thank you.